again. I don't know what's happened. I don't know what's going on. I wish you would just wake up, though. This is... I can't do what you do. I can't. You're just too good at what you do. I can't. I don't got the money no more. There's only one option that I can think of. But I gotta okay it through your family. Hello. Hi. Yeah. Stay here with them. Yeah. You know I can't give you the answer to that. I mean, really, it's your guys' choice, but I mean, I can't pay for those bills anymore. No, I can't. And I don't think none of you can either. The only thing I can think of that could possibly happen. I can't believe the words coming out my mouth. I think we might have to sell his guns. Um, Hang on. Oh, oh no. Nurse! Anyone? Hello? Hello? Oh no. Oh, oh my gosh. We'll have to call you back. What the heck has been going on? Listen, I know things are a little confusing right now. How long was I like that? And what happened? You've been in a coma. Well, anywhere from 6 or 7 months. What is that? What is that? Why are you doing that? It's a thing that the kids are doing now. Well, don't do it. You should know by now, like 90% of what kids come up with nowadays is stupid. Sorry. What is all this? Huh? What is all this? I mean, it's something I kind of did. I thought kind of just, fit. Listen, I don't know how long I was out or what. Can't believe you desecrated my body. What's going on out there? What could have possibly happened in the last 7 months? You don't want to know what's going on out there right now. Okay, I'll tell you. robots have taken over the world. You know, AI has gotten kind of ridiculous. It's kind of gotten a little out of hand. Robots. Nice. Knew I never trusted AI. I knew it. I knew it. Why are we running from them though? It can't be that strong. The government, bless their hearts. Well, actually, no. Screw them. You know. They thought it'd be a wise idea to give the robots all the guns. Yep. Sounds like something stupid they would do. Don't even get me started there. Don't even get me started with them. We kept yours safe. Don't worry. The boys are all still here. They all tried to move on. Even Ariel. She even stuck around. So glad. Makes my heart proud that they would stick it through with me, you know. They've gotten out of hand. We don't know what to do. We don't know where we can go to stay safe. Looking for something to hide behind. Why are we doing that, huh? We can fight them. We got this. We got my boys. I need something to hide behind. I had a dream about this. Funnily enough, I did. You had a dream about this. Okay. I mean, obviously it must have been in there. So what do we do? Probably during that, yeah. So they had taken over the world with guns, and people were hiding behind brake plates. Brake plates. I know it sounds dumb, but that's what they were doing. Brake plates. Sir, I don't... Okay, if you say so. Brake plates it is. Get some different clothes on. We got work to do. Hello everyone. Really quick before we get into the video, I must apologize. It got really windy towards the end of the video and you can hardly hear me, and I really apologize for that. I just don't have the equipment or the tech savvy enough to hook up a mic to cut out the wind and so that you can hear me more clearly. I am working on getting something like that for future videos, but with how long it had been since we did a video, I didn't want to wait any longer despite the wind, so we went forward with it anyway. But I do apologize that there are parts at the end where you won't be able to hear me very much at all, and you'll hear the wind, so I apologize for that. I also apologize because some of my close-up and slow-mo videos, I didn't realize until it was too late, hardly caught the shot, and sometimes didn't catch the shot because I'm a dummy and didn't double-check the picture before I hit record. So, deepest apologies on that as well. But regardless, I still think it's an awesome video. There's some really cool things that we found out, and a lot of fun and cool stuff that happens. So, hope you enjoy it, and yeah, let's get into it. Welcome back. Where have you guys been? Actually, no, I'm just kidding. Where have I been? I think the last video we did was August, September-ish, so I'm sorry for the long wait, but we are back. And today, we are getting very interesting. My brother from another mother, his good friend, gave him these brake plates. They're off of a 2003 2500 Duramax, and we're very interested in what they'll stop, or really what will make it through them. So let's get on over here and find out. We're going to start low at a 22 and work our way up to really the most powerful thing we have, a 300. So let's get to it. Okay, starting out with 22 out of this pistol. Little high. Okay, so we hit right there and didn't even dent it. So definitely going to need to go bigger. 380 ACP. See what it does. Maybe. Let's go see what it did. So we hit right there. Nothing. So step it up again. Judging by my last performance, this might take a couple shots, but 9mm out of the 6 Sauer P365X macro. Let's see what we did. I decided to try to hit this part, see if it's any weaker. Got barely a little bit of a dent right there. It's interesting to see the lead splatter on this part up here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's kind of interesting to see what it does when it hits something. Immovable force meets an immovable object kind of thing. But yeah, 9mm, hardly anything. Let's kick it up some more. 45 ACP out of the Glock 41. Let's go see what happened. I'm very hopeful none of these are deflecting and hit my phone, by the way. That's where we hit about the same kind of dent as the 9. So, gonna have to step it up some more. 5.7 out of the Smith & Wesson 5.7. So there's our hit. Pretty good sized dent. I kept shooting because I was hoping to hit it a couple more times, maybe up in here, but that's good enough. But yeah, pretty good sized dent. Goes to show how fast that bullet's going. Let's step it up some more. 45 long Colt. By the way, we have this thing up to protect us because we believe in safety. Ooh, let's go see what happened. Right next to the 9. That is a little bit of a harder spot on the plate, I think, because of how far in it is. So that really isn't anything against the 45 long Colt. Still a little bit of a dent there. Let's step it up some more. We're tired of asking nicely. 357 mag out of this Marlin lever action. Forgot it wasn't semi-auto. There we go. See what that did. Yep, we were tired of asking nicely. That is a significant dent, and I don't know if you can see it, it cracked the plate. So yeah, if someone's shooting a 357 Magnum at you and you're hiding behind this, I'd be a little worried. Let's step it up some more. Decided to give it another go with the 357 to try to hit the center part where it's a little more thin. See if we can make it through. See what happens. Let's see what we did. Now that is a lot more damage. I didn't hit it exactly where I wanted it, but in my defense, it is really hard to aim between slats of wood without hitting the wood. The sight overbore stuff there, but that hit really deep on that corner, took that corner out, and it's actually, what it took out is a little bit thicker than this middle part, so I would say it's safe to say if I would have hit that where I wanted it to, it would have went right through. So yeah, I would say 357 Magnum would have made it through that. So time to really stop asking nicely. We're going to step it up to rifles, see if we can make it through this part. 5.56 out of the Diamondback AR. Maybe. There we go. Let's see what that did. I'm going to say the couple times I missed, I hit right here in the center. But hit and hit. Both straight through. Wow, that was sharp. On that one though, it didn't do anything to this back side. Didn't do anything there. So if we want to get completely through it, because technically you're still safe, at least on this part, because it didn't make it through the back here. So to test that out, we're going to go a little bit bigger. Well, I forgot the 300 blackout, but that's okay. We got 308. Let's see what we do. Maybe. Well, I knocked a chunk out of it. Wrong spot though. There we go. See what we did. Oh, let's see. Holy cow. Still nothing all the way through these sides, but busted out big chunks there. And I believe that's our hole. Yeah, it is for the 308. Still nothing on the, oh, it definitely hit hard though. It cracked it. And I've got a little bit of a bulge. So that tells me this thing ain't going to be able to stand up to the might of the 300 Win Mag. And that's what's up next. Let's see what we do. Okay, so the slow-mo didn't really work out, so we're hurrying and shooting it again to hopefully catch it in slow-mo this time. 308 again. Let's go see what we did. Okay, I'm really glad we did that. That's our new hit. It did a big old crack on the back here. And I don't know if you can see this, all these little things in the middle here that separate the two plates, it started cutting down into one and cracked either the top or the bottom, depending on a couple of them too. So that was a really solid hit, and that makes me even more excited for what the 300 will do. In my excitement to get to the 308, I forgot about the 22-250, so let's hurry and see what it does. Maybe. Let's go see what it did. The slow-mo video will show for sure, but I think it might be this one here. One of these two, I'm pretty sure. It wasn't doubled up like that before. Still pretty cool. Sorry we're rushing, we're trying to beat this wind before it gets even worse. So we're gonna hurry and go to the 300 now. Okay, 300 Win Mag. Let's see what she can do. Time to let the big boy eat. I think she might have went straight through. Let's go check it out. Well, it completely obliterated that side of the brake plate, and it even took out a piece of the T-post. So we're going to try again, try to get it through here to see if it'll go through both sides of that plate. See what we can do. All right, 300 Win Mag again. Time to get through both sides of that plate. Oh man, let's go see. Words could not describe the disappointment that my slow-mo camera didn't catch this, but we're gonna do it again, so don't worry. But check that out. Blew a whole chunk of the back out. There's your entry hole. Absolutely insane. So we're going to take one more shot at it. This time I deleted enough space. Oh yeah, I thought you stopped at my back. This time I deleted enough space off my slow-mo camera, aka my phone. So we're going to get it this time. Okay, let's see what we can do. I just knew it. I knew I'd flinch. what we did. This is really something. I'm excited to see what this one looks like. Right in the middle. And on the back, one of those things that goes all the way across, it shred right through there. And once again, broke a piece of this back right off. Perfect time for the wind to die down. That's it shouldn't work out better. But my word, just goes to show it takes a lot to stop the might of a 300, and that wasn't able to. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope that you enjoyed us destroying this brake plate off a Prius. Just kidding. We told our friend we would say that. No, off of a 2003 2500 Duramax. You might be safe hiding behind one if someone's firing pistols at you, but if they've got a 300 Win Mag, you might want to think of different options. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy the freedoms that we have here, because especially the Second Amendment, it's the most important. And until next time, thank you all for watching.